What if the biggest problem in healthcare isn't the cost or even quality, but the fact that we still measure productivity the wrong way? A cardiologist, for instance, can save lives with tools that didn't exist 20 years ago, yet on paper, it looks like they're doing the same amount of work. Scott Gottlieb, the former FDA commissioner, thinks AI could finally change that. Hi, I'm Ryan Flynn, the AI correspondent for Biotech TV, and this news comes to you from an essay that Gottlieb recently authored for JAMA. He points out that in most technology heavy industries, productivity climbs year after year manufacturing, logistics, finance, you name it. But in healthcare, it barely budges. Sometimes it even goes backward, not because the care hasn't improved, but because productivity is still counted as visits or procedures per hour, not better outcomes. Economists have a name for this problem. They call it cost disease. Fields like medicine depend on human judgment and presence. You can't just automate away a physician the same way you can a factory task. So outcomes improve, but costs rise faster than inflation and productivity looks flat. Physician pay follows the same pattern. Gottlieb's argument is that AI could finally bend that cost curve by taking specific pieces of work off their plates, such as routine decisions where machines can safely substitute for physician time. This would allow one clinician to be able to care for patients more efficiently in the same hour while focusing on their own time on parts of medicine that actually require a human. Though it's important to point out that doesn't happen automatically, and there's two big bottlenecks that stand in the way. The first is regulation. The FDA was built to evaluate fixed tools like drugs and medical devices that don't change once approved. AI systems, however, learn and evolve. Gottlieb argues that regulators need clear guidelines or guardrails that let algorithms improve within defined safety limits instead of forcing a full review every time software updates. The second is payment. Medicare generally doesn't pay for AI developers directly. Instead, those tools are bundled into physician or hospital reimbursement, meaning doctors often pay for AI out of their own fees. And when Medicare does cover AI, the payment is often too small to reflect productivity gains. One proposed fix is the Health Tech Investment Act, which will let Medicare temporarily reimburse qualifying AI tools using real cost data until enough claims exist to set fairer rates. Payments would still go to clinicians and hospitals, not software companies. The bigger idea is simple though. If AI can help medicine follow the same productivity trajectory as other professions, physicians could treat more patients with greater precision without driving costs even higher. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow Biotech TV for more news like this.